Action, action, action. I'm level 27 Marker Man, and this is Let's Play my FF1 Hack.
I'm full.
And that's Gunarm Dine. You can call him Dine, as he usually says. About everywhere he writes his title. In some fashion.
Well, I have to repeatedly specify it because people don't listen.
That and something about forking pudding.
Only because the office was out of spoons that day.
So here's the question: what do you think about sporking pudding? Blasphemy?
It worked. It is more spoon than fork.
Oh yeah. Magic time? Yes, that's the first step, is to secure some decent spells. So you got level 7, you got... Although the thing is, his level 6... Lee's level 6 isn't... The only thing there is like Fog 2 and obviously Rub. And I don't know how much money we have for... how much we can actually afford. I guess we'll get the most crucial one first. We can finally get this. Yeah, we have about the money. So, yep, now you learn Saber.
Saber! Wait.
Was that a Fate Stay Night reference?
Yep. More narrowed down is from a good moment in Carnival Phantasm, the joke anime they released for the 10th anniversary special.
Man, the only reason I know about that is that Battle Fantasia videos I saw, like, in earlier YouTube. One of the first things I was into. This was years ago. The video's down now. First one.
Yeah. Disappointed. One of my favorite music videos got privatized, so I can't access it anymore.
This one... it's hard to explain. And, oh yeah, we got that. We also need... Oh. Right, the other crucial things. I mean, why not? We're a lot tougher than we were before.
Indeed. And a bit richer, too.
But I don't want to make a return trip. So... we're gonna basically brave the Sun Tower first part again. We have the defense on, right? She has the defense on, right? Yeah. And then we're gonna use this to... we're gonna get, Life 2. And maybe Help. Because those will be... especially Life 2 right now.
Indispensable.
Life 2 for actually a different reason. Slightly different reason than you're thinking. But, yes, we want it. Do it! Oh, you didn't belch. Oh, close enough.
Didn't have one ready.
I gave you all that prep time! I guess my flags weren't clear enough.
It wasn't building up, unfortunately.
Dang. I thought negative visibility would somehow make it more visible. Well...
Oh, now we got one coming. Yeah, that was terrible.
You dropped
Fake
the...
one was better than that.
So you dropped the bomb, you could say?
Certainly not a master belch. There we go. They're building up. Well, it is possible to belch so loud it shakes the ground, so maybe?
Well, anything you do has an effect on everything, to be fair. Like, every time you step on the ground, it affects the whole Earth. Force applied to the whole... What? Oh. So I don't have resistance to that. Well... I'm amazed they died that fast, though. Because they just took, like, a ton of damage. Oh well. Magic defense is so weird in this game. And I don't like that. The editor only offers... You can set what the default is. That's the only thing the editor does for magic defense. Which understandably is not much.
Yep. And of course the game is bugged up the wazoos.
I'm gonna cut out as much of this as I can, really. Even the walk...
Don't blame you, given... repeats are hard to comment on.
Yeah, well, if we run into a blue dragon and actually own him, that's going in. Since we're come back stronger, that would definitely be worthy of showing. Alright. This is the one time I inverted how it works. Because normally I have the black spots above the black magic shops. Okay, so... Iris is the only one who can learn any of this. And we have just enough. Oh, we have help and... Oh, we definitely want life. And, we will want this eventually. This is... endgame useful stuff.
Better get it now than have to make another trip to the tower.
Give me one little second. Okay. Okay. This is a minor nitpick on mine. Now you might have wondered why I did that.
Just to learn them in the opposite order?
Yes! Yes. If I want to... because, honestly, when we're in the middle of a big battle, I'm going to use help more than I'm going to use life, too. Because... life, too... Like, basically, it's like just a slight efficiency thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's that way. But if I don't do it, it's going to be in that spot on the list. Forever! And that's all.
I don't think it's until 3 we can rearrange your spells.
And the advanced versions don't count, obviously. And remakes don't count. Because I'm pretty sure in the, in Advance 1, which also had 2 in it, you can do that. Wait, I don't know if you could do that in the second one. When I think about it.
I don't think you can in the NES version.
NES... But any update, it's not surprising if that's something they added.
Yeah, I can always double check with HC Bailey. He's going through the NES version again right now.
So, suppose so. And I guess with... What was the thing? I did realize something. Back in the day, a lot of the games, even if they had flaws, there was nothing to compare it to. Like in this era. That much. There were a few... in this one, I guess there was, like, Dragon Quest. But we didn't know genres were a thing with games back then. There weren't enough to qualify a genre out of it yet. Am I wrong with that assessment?
It was close, because, of course, by the time this released in the US, Dragon Quest III was already out in Japan. And, of course, it was really Dragon Quest III that defined the JRPG genre.
And I guess it depends on who you talk to as well. Oh, if you're talking from the developer's perspective or the people who played the game, who bought and played them first.
Yep. There's actually one guy watching on YouTube who's doing a year-by-year or top 10 countdown of the best 10 JRPGs every year, but he had to do like 1985 to 1990 in one group because 10 JRPGs were just barely released in that time in the US.
I think we actually have all the spells we really want, and our money's like dead. But no, I just remembered some things that are useful. But we have more money than you think. Let's see. What is the armor shop? No, everything you've got is good. Sell. What do you got? You don't need this. Sell. Silver. Yes. Sell. I'm gonna sell them all. I haven't been using the shields for anything.
A necessity with limited inventory space.
Oh yeah. To be fair, this probably makes more sense than the bag of infinite everything. Then again, we have 99 Never mind! I remember the potions in the house. Except the manual actually had an explanation for that. If you remember that.
Yeah, been a while.
They said it actually shrunk. Into your bag.
Oh, true that. Yeah, that was the explanation for how Link can hold on to everything in the Zelda games based on the comics.
Oh, that wasn't... How Link could do it was not in the manual, though.
Yeah. Similar situation.
I think this is... Oh...
And of course, starting with like Dragon Quest 5 or 6, they just give you a bag that holds everything.
Power Staff doesn't cast anything, so it's obsoleted by the Torch Staff, so might as well sell it.
Yep, and worth more anyway.
The craft one, we could sell that one too, because we're not really using it. Oh, this is useless. We're going to pitch something. We're going to pitch... Well, if we pitch the iron armor, that's fine. So I'm
one thing that came to mind was, of course, in a lot of early JRPGs throughout the mid-90s and so, you're so used to limited inventory space and you just sell unwanted stuff, then you come in to games like Star Ocean where you don't want to sell anything and hold on to your equipment so you can customize it or use it in blacksmithing recipes. So it's just a matter of, well, do I want to sell stuff or not? No matter how much I need the money.
Yeah. Although, actually makes a question. Were they really JRPGs back then, or just RPGs?
I'd say JRPGs, because you did have Western RPGs at the time, especially the Ultimate series.
Okay. Learned something new. The goal is Cardia right now, because there's magic in there. We're upgraded. Someone else can pick up a few things that will be really helpful for this area. Because they would, if it comes to that, they're not going to have anything else to do. Because there is one type of enemy in the area we're going to go to that is kind of bad, but it's kind of fun at the same time. So the Amazon can learn two things here. She can learn Stun and Quake. Okay, the doors are open. Makes me curious of something, but okay. So last time, as you recall, we had the Oxyale, and we're gonna do the probably the. Well, this is probably tied with the volcano in terms of obscurity of what you're supposed to do. But we have to go in there to basically unlock the way into the Temple of Fiends.
Aha.
Is it in a nutshell. Which I think you can guess which puzzle, like normal game mechanic, enforces that.
I'm thinking of the similar flag on when you get an orb, but I could be wrong.
No, in the water it's just, there's no fiend down there. The most notable thing about being underwater is I checked that, oh, interesting, that one file I have that I can just check, look around for stuff in. It is, every treasure chest in there is a good one.
Ah.
Well, in the dangerous part. There's only 2 floors to it this time. There's basically a danger floor, which is the dungeon stuff, and then there's the mermaid floor, which has no random encounters. And that's it. But it is kind of mazy. Picking the wrong way. This town is... I had no ideas of what to do with this. And and Oxyale doesn't actually help you breathe underwater, if you think about it. All it does is get this woman out of the way. It's really all it does.
That's all you need anyway.
This is sort of a hint of what we're here for.
You sense something evil.
So, yeah, we're dealing with that thing down here.
Look at whole slab.
Oh, it's not worth casting right now because it's a very good spell. So we're saving it for the biggest threat down here, and everyone's gonna be on that. Gray sharks. They're weak to lightning, but I want to save any kind of charges. Like, well, no, we're not gonna run into that many of the biggest threat. I think I bolstered these things' HP from what they were originally, because they went down way too fast with the original HP. I don't think I upped anything else that much, though.
Yeah, because in the original, there weren't a lot of unique enemies in here that you couldn't run into in the ocean. I think the main exception would be the water enemy.
Well, there were
some type of shark.
And you had upgraded versions of... This one... The Water Shrine had upgraded versions of things. Of water enemies, more than anything. The FF1Hack. This guy is weak to fire. Because he's a robot. He's one of Franken's robots, and he always liked making things that made no sense. I think this casts a weak hit all fire thing, but it's weak. So... Fast isn't going to be helpful anyway. Attack. Maybe double beam will be not. Let's double beam him. The beam team. Originally teaching there was a weapon I have that it's still in the game, but it actually made having the Holy Wizard with beam kind of pointless. And the reason it's not pointless anymore is I put that weapon later. It's basically her strongest weapon, and I guess if you couldn't tell, it casts beam. No, she should have attacked the thing in case there's the weakness thing. I don't know if that's a thing, or how effective it is. Because I did use the thing that's supposed to fix that. So, and it did work on the critical ratio. Okay, what's in here? And that's why I sold all that armor. For now, you're getting the shield. I feel like there's a better one for you, but you're getting the shield for now. Yeah. She's gonna keep the heal helm. Because all the opal stuff resists lightning, which is kind of why this is here. So you can't have it for the lightning guy, so anti-lightning is the resistance answer. Lobster!
That looks suspiciously like scorpions. Gotta love it.
I think I gave these guys a lot of EXP, because it's like eating lobster when you kill them.
Excuse me.
Perfect timing. Oh, these guys are also weak to lock spells. No, not the thief.
He's a treasure hunter!
I was thinking of that Spyro line. He's a thief! Oh, never mind. Why am I thinking? Brain.
I haven't played Spyro, so I wouldn't know it.
I LP'd it. The whole original one, so... And I was trying to name, like, every, Light 2. Light 2's expendable. This Oh, gee. Oh, yeah, they silence and stun you. They knock your breath out. You're underwater. But I don't like that. Well, we have poisoned lobster. Sounds delicious. Oh, maybe I was wrong with the EXP thing. My mistake.
Yeah, maybe add a 0 after that would have been more worth it.
Oh, no, no, it was stun and mute. Those disappeared after battle. But yeah, every door is worthwhile. I don't think... okay, there's that zigzag path. Let's see. No, no. Oh, okay. That's where this is. This is a slight final edition thing. Well, the punch glove becomes useless for her now. But, basically, it's her strongest glove. And it was, like, right before the edition... it was not in the one I just tested before the LP, but it was added between that. It basically resists other things. is for what it's worth. Resists things is why it exists, so... And it's good. What the heck are we
Sounds
doing?
irresistible.
Well, she can use lock 3. Okay. Lock 2. You're going to use... You have light 2. Use it. And, brain just farted again. Oh, punch glove. And light 2. This is why I don't give it to the wizard. Yes, it would save charges, but then the charges become pointless. And now I can just have everyone throw stuff. And technically, I think the most reliable, best stuff is still the magic. I think we're making our money back quite nicely.
Oh, yeah. You know, the lobsters are valuable.
Oh, okay, maybe it's like you can sell lobster.
It's a delicacy among most people.
Are there really snakes in the sea?
Yep.
Oh. Okay. I don't usually think of... When I think snake, I don't usually think in the sea.
Well, where I grew up, we were warned far more about sea snakes than sharks.
Well, knowing the statistics stuff, yeah, that makes sense. Light 2. Oh yeah, no, a punch glove. Punch glove, that works here. Oh no, wait, he doesn't need to do this. He's got the rapid nunchucks! Watch out!
I got most of them.
Behold the power of the stun element! What the heck is the stun element? Not even I'm 100% sure. But it's there. Probably the first bit of it is stun, I think. Well, bracelet, that'll be good for the mages. And let's give it to Iris, because she needs the defense. Oh, and trade the gold one for the silver, so upgrade across the board. And absorb is getting better across the board. Still need the opal armor, though it's going to be the end of Fars being up front. So that will be this part.
Just have to get there.
Because Sahag did a lot of damage last time. Once. With its magics. Because no matter how resistant you are, magic always does decent damage. It seems. Its physical attacks that turn into nothing. Like, even if against the highest resistance, it's gonna do at least 30, when when physical will do like nothing. I think that's the is that the normal eye, or is that just the...
Well, I think the normal eye is red.
I will that might be the case, but sometimes when you I know it's supposed to be that way. I guess is where it is, but we're running into the game is weirder than you'd think. Sometimes it'll mess up the color palettes.
Ah, understandable.
That is basically there's there's 3 kinds of enemy formation positions that can exist. I'm back.
Welcome back.
I kept the recording going that whole time, unfortunately.
Well, it's easier to cut out in editing later rather than get another video going.
I was talking about the enemy formations.
Yep.
There's 2 kinds of enemy sprites. Big ones and small ones. And the 3 depends on what kind of sprites can be in the fight as well. hit this one next. Like there's 9. There's 3x3, 2x2, and you have 2 and 6, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is obvious if you've played enough of the game. Let's see, I hope this... Oh wait, the problem is if they mute him, then using that was pointless. I figured the physical attacks could take care of it. At least on the fighter side. Well, I might as well. Wump. Yeah. It's weird you can even have enemies look like something else.
That wasn't a good chest.
Maybe... all the ones I looked at were. Must not have looked at this one. Because I know there is a lot of good equipment down here. Next. More sharks.
Speaking of repeat formations...
Yep, this is the 4 big enemies formation. Obviously. Light 2. Eagle 20, Light 2.
Oh, there's one. Excuse me.
Well, better than a big bolt of lightning in the eye.
Or a sharp stick.
I don't know what
In
you
reality,
rather
because the eye has more protection against electricity than it does against a piercing object.
I wouldn't want to test that theory on myself, though, to be fair.
Neither do I.
And you're also... but there's also the light the lightning gives off. That might be bad, too.
And no pun intended on that one either.
It doesn't need to be. It actually might just be where it probably named as such because it gives off so much light. I guess it wasn't interesting enough to play.
I was just thinking about how my eyes were so sensitive. It was back in high school when I was in a play. The makeup artist always hated applying it to my face because she'd just get her fingers near my eyes, I'd flinch involuntarily and mess it up. It was such a pain.
Is this the armor? Is it the armor? Yep. The armor. And technically, she can equip it too, but I mean, he's still got the iron thing because we really didn't find anything else since except for the steel, and that was too expensive. And there's an evasion drop with steel, which I think you'd actually get more. I think steel's so much better than iron that you actually can make it lighter and stronger. So, but it's an RPG.
Video game logic.
I've also learned like the clunky armor stuff. That's just that's not the medieval knights. That predates all that. That's like I think pre-Rome armor, as I understand, based on what my friend likes to look up medieval stuff. With me, I think.
Well, in a lot of cases, the full plate mail and heavy armor stuff was basically impractical because if a knight fell over, couldn't get up, which is why it was easy for peasants to beat them with quarterstaffs. And if you had a blunt object, you could just put dents in the armor, the knight would suffocate because he couldn't breathe.
I think it was... Oh wait, were they... Oh, I'm all in use item mode. Oh well. Apparently it was... I don't actually know fully. I don't think standing up maneuverability was actually that big of a I don't think clunky was the right word. Because apparently, when I was talking to my friend about it, the only downside to armor that we could think of was actually stealth.
In a lot of cases, yes.
Oh, because, like, literally nothing else went down, per se. And I guess it's also really hot to wear for extended periods.
Yep. Oh, and a lot... if I remember correctly, I don't remember if this was... this is one of the many wars between England and France. One of the reasons why they switched chainmail is just so they could actually have a better chance at avoiding longbow arrows. Because those are just strong enough to pierce armor entirely.
Well, then again, my friend likes to talk about the medieval experts who actually know this, who actually tried this stuff on dummies and armor on the dummies, so they'd probably be the most believable in this whole thing. Because one thing I have learned from it is it's not quite what we thought it was. Like, the common perception is a bit off. Is more off than you'd think. In a lot of ways. Mostly because of Hollywood. Mostly because Hollywood was off.
Of course.
So...
I think this is Oh, I don't remember where I heard this. It's probably a friend of mine who joined the army after high school, and we were talking about it. He said one of the first things he learned in basic training was forget everything you ever learned in movies about war.
Other than bombs explode.
And they're much worse than they are in movies. But yeah, that's why the Hollywood tactics trope exists.
Yeah. Pointless donut. Water donut. That does sound like a pointless donut. A water donut.
Not sure there was something on that lone tile before, it just crumbled.
Maybe I should have had the two whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Two fighters go on the gray shark. Oh, didn't matter. I already went that way, right?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Because that's just that broken path, but you haven't gone south.
Oh. Let's see. I'm pretty sure this is a battle tile. Oh lordy! They're here.
I'd rather fluid encounter.
You remember that worst thing I was talking about?
Yep.
This is them. The thing is, they have 255 evade. So physical attacks are useless.